everyone, welcome to my channel Utsav and Kala. This is your crafty host Priyanka, and today we are going to go ahead and add on one more flower to our felt flower series tutorial, and we are going to make this poppy today, and I really like it. It's one of my favorite. I think I like the poppy the most, and it is so beautiful, and the black makes the orange pop out so much. It is really easy to make, and it has only a couple of steps to do. So let's move on and see how to make this poppy. All the materials will be in the description below as always, so please do check them out, and I will also have all the links to previous felt flower tutorials. If you haven't watched them already, I will have the link for them in the description too. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to be notified every time I post my new video. So now let's move on and see how to make this beautiful poppy. The first step to make the poppy is to cut out a circle. I have a circle about 2.5 inches to 3 inches in diameter from the black felt. And then you'll take a pair of scissors and just cut slits at an equidistance from each other. Just go around cutting slits all around. I know black is a difficult color to be that is hard to see on the camera, but this is how it looks like when you cut the felt. And then once you are done cutting it all around, just take one petal at a time and then curve it on the edge and make it round. So something like here. I have cut this all around, and as you can see, I went ahead and cut the slits in half and then rounded it up because it was looking too thick for it to be the center for the flower. Next, you'll take a floral wire and bend it in half. And then you will insert this wire through the felt, the black felt that we cut. It is a little hard process, but if you feel that it's not poking through, just go ahead and cut tiny slits with the help of a pair of scissors, and then you can insert the floral wire through the center. So here I have it up here all the way. Bring it all the way up. Once it's inserted, take your hot glue gun and then add some hot glue right in the center, right here, and then fold this in half, and then repeat. Add some glue here and then fold it in half, and this is how it's supposed to look. Press the wire underneath it to make sure that nothing comes off, and then twist the wire all along as we always do in all our flower tutorials. Just twist it. Take a pair of pliers right here, and I'm just going to press this loop that is up here, which is too wide, with the help of it. This is a very tiny plier. I don't know where I got it from, but I have it, and as of right now I was not finding my plier, so I'm just going to take help of this tiny plier, which is not very helpful, and squish it. Okay, and this is how it should look like. It is a little wobbly, that's okay. Once we add the petals, it will be firm. Next, we will take some green floral tape and just wrap the floral wire with the floral tape to make it more sturdy, and so as that the twist wouldn't get undone. So add some hot glue to the edge of the floral tape right here. I know it's green and my mat is green. I hope it's picking up. And then just take the side opposite to where we place this center for the flower and put it on the hot glue, and then start twisting the floral tape. And always go it in diagonal position. Always keep your tape diagonal towards downwards, and then twist it with your thumb and ring finger. Thumb and index finger. We are at the end, and all you need to do next is just add some hot glue. This tape is so sticky, it doesn't even require hot glue, but I'm just a creature of habit, so I'm adding hot glue to the edge and then just sticking it. And this is how it looks like. This is still wobbly, but don't worry about it. Once we put the petals, it will stick. After the center and the stem are ready, the next we're going to look at is the petal for the flower. And here I have drawn on a piece of paper a shell shape, and then just give it a little bit of curves on the top and cut it out. Nothing fancy, just make a simple shell and then you're ready to go. And then we're going to put it on a piece of felt, and then I'm going to cut it out. Here I have cut one petal. You have to make 6 such petals. And then the next step after cutting the shape of the petal from the felt is to cut a slit through the center, just a tiny bit, not too big, right here. And then add a little bit of hot glue on one side. You don't need to squish out a lot of hot glue, just a little bit. You can just get a drop and then spread it around with the nozzle of the hot glue gun, and then stick the other side on top of the hot glue. And this is how the petal looks like. It'll make it cupped. And then here I have made all 6 petals for the flower that we need. And then we're going to see how to attach these petals to the center and the stem that we just made. So here I have got my stem and the center ready. And what we'll do is take one petal and then add a little bit of glue right at the slit that we made, and then a little bit on the sides down here. And then we'll take the center and then place the petal underneath here where you can see a little bit of floral wire. You'll just place it there, and then you'll press the sides around. Similarly, you'll take all the petals. The first round of petals will have 3 petals, and then the rest 3 will be the second round of petals, and you'll keep doing that. So take more hot glue and then overlap this with the first petal a little bit, and then turn it around. And then I'll show you one more. Right here, add more glue. Always be generous to use the glue, but be careful on the edges because it might come out if you put too much on the edges. And then this will overlap the first and the second on both the sides, and you'll just press it down right here. And this completes the first row of petals for the poppy. I've got all the petals attached to the attached for the flower, and instead of making 6 petals, I made 7, 3 for the inside layer and then 4 for the outside to make it a complete round shape. Because if I did only 3, it was looking incomplete from one side. So here, this is how it looks like. And the next step is we will make the calyx for the flower. And I've already cut a piece of green felt in some kind of a flower shape. The next step will be to take a pair of scissors and cut a slit right here, fold it in half and cut a tiny slit in the center of this calyx right here, and then pour the stem through that hole, and then add hot glue right at the base of the flower, and make sure you're not adding too much because it will come out and then it will look it will make the flower look bad. So just press it down gently. and then go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and then add hot glue all around this tiny leaves and then attach it to the flower. And here the calyx is attached to the flower and our flower is complete. So simple and so less steps. I am really happy how this poppy turned out, and as I mentioned earlier, the orange and black together looks a very fabulous combination. Let me bring out the other one that I made and put both side by side. And these are my two poppy flowers. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. And if you do make this poppy flower, hashtag me on Utsavan on Instagram, and I would love to see what you create. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to keep updated with all the new videos that I post. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye.